Good Wednesday morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Wednesday, September 26th. We have some gusty wind, low humidity impacts, mostly affecting the northeastern portions of our area today, tomorrow, and Friday. Wind gusts could be anywhere from 25 to 35 miles per hour. Fuels are critically dry in those areas and in most areas that even don't have any wind. So that's a factor on our existing fires. Minimal precipitation yesterday, a lone isolated lightning strike across the central Wasatch Mountains. Initial attack fairly light yesterday. New fires in the red, existing fires in the yellow, large team fires in the open purple circles. It's been very dry, not just this past week on the left-hand side, with most areas receiving little precipitation, but for the entire month since September 1st. And keep in mind that that first shade of blue, if you look on the left-hand side, is only a few hundredths of an inch. So basically, that's not a wetting rain. If you delete all that, then probably about 95% of the geographic area had no measurable precipitation, no wetting rains for the month of September. Our current fuel conditions are ERC still critically dry in the purple, near record to 97th percent in the reds, 90th, 97th percentile. So you can see that at least 3/4 of our area is critically dry. Satellite imagery shows, you can see a weak front here, a little batch of enhanced clouds moving across southern Idaho. As this drops down, this will actually increase the wind field across parts of eastern Idaho and western Wyoming, and we'll see one or two more little fronts like that over the next 48 hours. Otherwise, it will be this high pressure ridge here, which will be warming and drying things up, especially across the western portion of the Great Basin. But we'll be watching this low pressure system through here, which could play a role eventually in our weather later in the period. There's that low right now, and right now it's pretty dry. Big tongue of dry air with this high pressure building in. And here's that front that's across parts of Montana. On the southern edge of it, there'll be some wind. On the right hand side here, we have high risk for wind for eastern Idaho, western Wyoming, and far northeastern Utah. If we look at our wind field through here, you can see enhanced winds here across Wyoming and Idaho in the orange, gusting to over 30 miles per hour. Humidity up there, teens to 20%, single digits to low teens further south. On Thursday, not much has changed. That front still in place, producing some winds, strong high pressure in place. There's the wind field again, mostly affecting our northeastern areas with high risk. Humidity levels up there again in the teens to the north and single digits to low teens in the south. And here on the left-hand side, the winds in the orange enhanced over 30, 35 miles per hour. On Friday, we do have, again, similar, this high pressure starting to break down. We'll be watching this low pressure, and also way down south here, this in this corner, some subtropical moisture with a tropical storm, which could be moving northwards. Still a concern for wind here in western Wyoming. We see that here with the enhanced winds pushing down and gusting up to 30 miles per hour, with humidities there still in the teens, with still critically dry fuels. No significant precipitation over the next 3 days. Now, as we go into Saturday, things get interesting. That low that was initially dry opens up, moves onshore across the southern Oregon coast, starts tapping a little bit of moisture, and we see deeper moisture further south here with the tropical system. But with this trough initially, these height lines, strong southwest winds will increase. So we have a large area of high risk in this orange for gusts over 30 miles per hour, critically low humidity levels, and critically dry fuels. Now, looks like things moisten up. You don't see orange colors here on the left-hand side. You see green, some moisture pivoting in across parts of northern Idaho, at least the northern portions of our zones. And you see deeper subtropical moisture with the tropical system moving up into Arizona. And a third player, a low that's all coming down, dropping down out of the Gulf of Alaska with more moisture, more cold air. And that'll be a sign of things to come if we go to Monday. Look at that moisture blow up across Oregon, northern Nevada, most of Idaho. Look at this moisture from the south pushing up into the Arizona Strip and southern Utah. Let's look at Tuesday, and that moisture pushes on through. We could get some significant wetting rains out of this system. This model shows here that through that period, the dark greens indicate 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of rain. The blues, a 1/2 inch to over an inch of rain. So you can see just about the entire geographic area, including where we have our fires in western Wyoming, in the mountains of north central Utah. We could see locally 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of long duration rain. This could put a definite landscape change in our fire season. The long-range outlook on the right-hand side still looks moist for the southern two-thirds of our area, slightly warmer than normal temperature-wise. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.